Are we ready for this? Oh yeah, what day is it? It's Fear Buster Friday. That's right. Are you ready for unlimited possibilities? Can I get a woohoo? All right, loving like this. Here we go. Reading from The Power of Decision. Yes, did you know that it's the decisions that you make in your life that really shape your life? Absolutely. So, yes, in case you are watching me for the first time, I'm Lydia Rieger, and I've been reading from The Power of Decision by Raymond Charles Barker on Friday's Fearbuster Live. All right, so here we go. This one is on page 25. It is called Unlimited Possibilities. Who wants unlimited possibilities? Me, please. All right. Yes, you too. Here we go. I reaffirm my faith in the individual and his ability to determine his own experience through right decision, followed by intelligent mental emotional action. When any individual realizes that he or she individualizes the totality of possibility, turn the page here, he or she is then able to be what they want to be and to have what anyone wants to have. As long as people believe themselves to be heirs to the flesh and the problems thereof, they are in bondage to old, outmoded beliefs. Remember that. You gotta do something different. Stop being, like fixated on these problems, okay? All right. Man was not born to suffer to sin. I love that. You were born of intelligence to soar the heights. A perfect mind could not create out of itself anything but itself. As the cosmos bears witness of a pervading intelligence, so does man, where he lives on the high levels of his consciousness. These high levels are in all people and instantly available as the individual turns in thought to them. Ding, ding, ding. You gotta turn your thoughts to it or it's not gonna happen, okay? They were planted in man from the beginning of time. They are untouched by human experience. They await man's recognition of himself as the heir of mind functioning in the unconditioned arena of time and space. You are not an observer of the universe. You are a vital force. Yes, you are a vital force, but that's not what it says. It says you are a vital participant of the universe. Let no one ever again tell you of your unimportance. God did not make a mistake when you were born. I like when people say, God did not make junk, right? All right. God, oh yeah, I said that already. Intelligence created you to live in these times because you are equipped to meet the challenges of these times. You are the right person in the right place to create a right world for yourself. All the resources of the infinite are already yours. They need you as a means of self-expression. You are the result of your past decisions. You will become and experience the result of your present decisions. Join me in deciding on the side of greatness. Absolutely. So let me unpack some of this for you and let me tell you some of my own thoughts I love reading stuff like this because then my mind goes to different places, and I just like, it opens up my own possibilities. And so I like to journal on what I've read, and I'll share that with you in a moment. But this last sentence, you will become and experience the result of your present decisions. Well, 2 sentences. Join me in deciding on the side of greatness. Because it is a decision. You have to decide. You can't just wish and hope and dream that you're going to do greater, bigger things and, find your dream, realize your dream. You can't just do that and just wish it happens. You have to make a decision for it. You have to make a decision every day for it. Just because you're having a bad day, or just because you think, well, it's not here yet, I don't know what to do. You got to just keep deciding for it and take little steps and decide not to think negatively and purposely think the thoughts that are going to actually create what you want. So every day you're deciding for greatness every single day. Now, let me just bring out my little notes about this, because I read that little section and then I took my own, thoughts about it. So it kind of reminds me of what I'm going to tell you. So my question, first of all, is, have you ever felt like you didn't belong anywhere? Or have you ever been in a place or a group where you just kind of felt out of place? There have been a few times in my life when I knew I was meant to be part of the journey I was on. And usually it was a quest, like a learning quest or a training of some kind. And so I went because I knew I was meant to be there for that thing, that training, that quest. But I felt like the current group of people I was in, I felt like I didn't belong there with them. And ironically, there was always like another group of people nearby doing something similar. And I felt like, oh, their energy is like way better. Like, that's where I am. I'm with them. I'm like, my thought level is where they're at, not where my current group is at. And the positivity and the energy, it's just so much bigger, fuller, better, more expansive. And that's where I am currently. And that's where I want to be. And yet I was in this other group where their energy or what have you, with most of them, they just weren't there. So I wasn't really resonating with the actual group I was with. But what, so I thought, sometimes I thought, well, why? Like, why was that? And I couldn't just switch groups, and decide to be with the group that had, this more like higher level, whatever it was, energy for me. But I often wondered, and I even now presently sometimes wonder, like, why was I there? I mean, I know I wanted that training or whatever it was, but why was I there at that time with that particular group? It's very interesting, even though I didn't resonate with those specific people. And I suppose it was to just, I think that I was there because what I was truly desiring for myself in terms of belonging, like I could actually see, like it was just a lesson kind of for me to something was telling me, okay, you want and you need and maybe require, this training, but also know that there are people out there that are like your tribe and who you resonate with, even though it's not maybe this current group that you're in, but that they exist, that those people actually exist, my tribe. And so, because the tendency I think in life is for us to be like, well, why is this happening? Why is this negative thing happening to me? and I want to be there and I'm not there. There's that wonderful group I want to be with, but I can't. I'm here. But it's just, I think, a little clue as to, at least for me it was like, hey, you're doing what you want to do, and there is another group you can interact with, at least. Maybe you can't actually physically right now be in that group, but you can interact with those people, and it gives you a clue that you are meant to be and attract those types of people. So that was a really great lesson for me. And so it also was a lesson that, I could find people like me, and that, I realized that they're out there. These people are out there, my tribe. But I would sometimes wonder, am I doing the right thing? Am I going to the right training? Is this really for me? Or why can't I have, these same people that I resonate with, like, why can't they be in my group? And maybe I'm not really supposed to be here. Maybe I am supposed to be with them, but they're doing something different that I'm really not maybe ready for. But I would think, did God make a mistake, or did I make a mistake? Is this really the right place and time for me? But then I learned that we're all on what's called a hero's journey. And I discovered patterns in my own journey, and I recognized that all of this was supposed to happen, and that I was and am now still in the right place at the right time to do the thing that I came here to do, to help and also to help others realize that they're here and that this is the right time. So if you're watching, hi there, Holly, Matt, and others, you have a gift. You are here at this time for a purpose. You may not know exactly what it's for, but just know that you are here at the right time in this place for whatever it is you're supposed to be doing. And why is all this important to you? I mean, I get on here, and partly it's for myself because, I like to motivate myself, but I also like to motivate you and tell you, why is all this important? And, it's because of what I just said. You have a purpose, and, you are, if you're wondering why or what is my purpose, well, guess what? You're here, right? So there must be a purpose, and it's your time. This is your time to bring your special gift to the world, or you just wouldn't be here, quite frankly. And to do with what I just read in The Power of Decision, it was entitled Unlimited Possibilities. Just know that there are more than enough resources out there for you and for you to realize whatever your dreams are. More than enough resources to bring your dreams to reality. But the resources are just resources. They're just going to be sitting there unless you do something with them. So you got to actually pick them up and use them and do something with them. You need those resources, but they need you just as much. Why? It's like the book said, they need you because they're just going to be sitting there without you. They need to come alive and be expressive, or they're just going to be just sitting there like a bump on a log. So you need those resources to come alive, but they also need you to come alive. So, hey, pick up some resources. So what's your fear bust a move today? It's to become active. Become active and aware, and be truly a vital participant in life, in the universe. And with your dream in mind, whatever that is, it could be a small dream, a big dream. It doesn't have to be, in order to have a dream, you don't have to feel like it's got to be like some big, huge, glorious thing, okay? But whatever that fire is in your belly or in your heart, that's your dream or your next big goal. And with that in mind, choose a resource that you haven't used recently or maybe ever before. And maybe you'll have to, like mastermind some resources. If you can't think of anything, maybe just take a moment and make a list of possibilities. But choose a resource that you haven't used before or haven't used in a long time, and let it express itself and let it help you make one step closer to your dream or goal, and let it come alive and let you come alive and express itself and yourself. And in turn, it's all going to be beautiful and it's all going to work out. And if you're in a hard time right now, in a hard place, just know that I'm giving you a virtual hug. And know that this is just how it looks as it's all actually working out. And as long as you continually take steps and continually say no to the things that are going to lead you astray and yes to the things that you want, then you've got this. And so now remember to go out there and learn your way. And remember to make every day, say it with me now, a Fear Buster Day. Bye for now.